Hey guys, welcome back to another logical reasoning tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to cover another must-be-true logical reasoning question, and it's going to be the strong variety. So we find this on Preptest 9, section 2, logical reasoning number 4, and it starts off, only if the electorate is moral and intelligent will the democracy function well. Now, the prompt, which one of the following can be logically inferred from the claim above? Okay, so we know this is a must-be-true question because they tell you logically infer from the claim above. So they're referring to the premise that's given above. That's what it means, okay? So let's hack this apart and let's see what we have. So premise 1, if the electorate is moral and intelligent, will the democracy function well? Guys, so this here is a compound statement because the word only if refers to all the necessary and required condition, right? So only if electorate is moral and intelligent, so both of these conditions are required for the democracy to function well. So we can technically break this up into two premises, okay? So we can say DFW stands for democracy function well, arrow M and I, which we can further break apart and say DFW arrow M, or DFW arrow I. So democracy function well, arrow moral. Democracy function well, intelligent. As you can see here, this is a compound statement that contains two necessary conditions. All right, so remember the contrapositive. So I'm going to do a quick review here on the contrapositive. So when we have the contrapositive for an and statement, you always want to convert the and statement to an or statement and negate both sides. So basically, not moral or intelligent, arrow, does not function well. You can further break this down if you want to see the breakdown of this will be not M, arrow, not democracy function well, DFW. Or not intelligent, arrow, not DFW, democracy function well. All right, so that's the contrapositive translation. Now let's put all of this together and let's see what we have. So we can say democracy function well, arrow, M and I, moral and intelligent. Contrapositive, not moral or intelligent, arrow, democracy does not function well. All right, let's take a look at the answer choice. So answer choice A, if the electorate is moral and intelligent, then the democracy will function well. Well, that's not what it says. This is actually the opposite because here it says only if. That means this is the necessary condition. Here they give it to you as a sufficient condition. So this is absolutely wrong. B, either a democracy does not function well or else the electorate is not moral or intelligent. Okay, we don't know that's either because we don't know inverse fallacy because you're basically negating without flipping. So this is equivalent to saying if A, arrow B, if not A, arrow not B. All right, guys, so this is an inverse fallacy. C, if the electorate is not moral or intelligent, then the democracy does not function well. We have that right here. That basically is just a contrapositive form of the argument. So C is the credited answer. Choice D, guys, if the democracy does not function well, then the electorate is not moral or not intelligent. Well, this is actually the wrong form too because this is basically negating the sufficient condition and mistranslating the necessary condition. Okay, so the contrapositive we have to flip and negate. We can't just negate alone. And this here basically just negates the sufficient condition. And they translated the necessary condition incorrectly. It's supposed to be and. And even then, even if it is and, it's still going to be wrong. All right, guys? All right, let's take a look at E. It cannot at the same time be true that the electorate is moral and intelligent and democracy will function well. So they're both, so here, they're basically saying that all of this cannot be true. And that's not what we have here at all. Okay? So E is also incorrect. All right, guys, so the credited answer is C, QED. That means we basically prove this whole entire statement. QED says that which must be proved, and that's what we did. All right, guys. So don't forget to like, share, and comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.